Welcome to Strands and Story. This is our first episode, y'all. I'm like nervous, but God told me I had to be here to do this. So, Strands and Story is a podcast dedicated to serving women in their hair needs. As you know, I am the founder of, well, you may not know actually, but if you know or don't know, I'm the Mo of Ghostly Hair Company, which is a hair extension company and a hair salon based right here in Atlanta. And I have over 20 years of experience being a licensed hairstylist. I've serviced over 30,000 women. And when I tell you, I've seen it all when it comes to hair, right? Whether it was my client's hair or my hair, and we all have a story about our hair. Strands and Story was birthed because God kept laying it on my heart that I needed to be using my gift. So back in 2020, I retired from doing hair because I wanted to focus more on like the back end of my business, like really promoting it and growing it so that we could become global. And with standing behind the chair, I was not able to do that because, all my time was dedicated to doing hair. So I retired in 20. I started to focus on that, like creating content, showing people how to use our hair extensions and just showing up more on social media. But lately, it was something in my spirit, like a stagnant energy, right? That made me feel like I wasn't completely like fulfilling my purpose. Like I just felt like I was selling, just trying to sell stuff, right? And I was not quite, I wouldn't say I wasn't happy because I was happy, right? As they say, people that have gratitude are happy people. So I had gratitude, but I just felt like there was more that I should have been working on. And so the last few months, I took a moment. Me and God, we've been having a whole lot of talks, right? And he just told me, like, okay, you've sown all these seeds. You're bearing all this fruit. Well, the fruit is not for you, it's for other people. And though you may not be doing hair anymore, you can use your gifts and your knowledge of hair to help other women. And that is why I am here now with Strands and Story. But it's so funny, right? Because when God gives you a gift or a plan, right? When he tells you to do something, how the devil comes in and like try to deter you from doing it because he know that God has this assignment on your life and he's about to like really bless you. Let me tell y'all what happened because this podcast almost didn't happen. Like I literally almost gave up because a couple of weeks ago, right? I actually should have filmed this a couple of weeks ago. I was going to do a whole photo shoot and all that stuff. And I went and got some fillers. I went and got, well, I always do Botox, right? Because my forehead be wrinkled and I don't want my forehead to be wrinkled. But I went to somebody new and I got a little bit more than Botox. Well, for 2 days, I thought I was cute after I left, getting my Botox. And then I started to notice that like my eyes started to swell, my jaw was like real big. Long story short, by the end of the week, my face was so big that I could not even open my left eye. Like I ended up in urgent care having to take steroids and stuff. But I cried that entire week because I thought my face was going to be stuck like that. Like I got to show y'all what I look like. It was kind of crazy. But I just kept saying the whole time, my God, this is nothing but the devil. Like he knew I had something to do. Like why would he mess up my face like this? And he know I'm about to be in front of the camera talking to people. So I got to show y'all real quick how I look. This right here is how I looked the second day. I was cute. My face looked good. The fillers did what they were supposed to do, right? Then, and y'all, this probably ain't about hair, but at the same time, it's just showing you like how the devil try to come and ruin your plans. I start noticing that my eyes are like getting a little puffy. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. I've had fillers before in the past, and I normally start to look good as the days go on. But I was like, okay, hold on. I think I'm starting to look a little worse. Why is my eye puffy under here, right? So then by day 3, I'm calling the lady and I'm like, hold on, my face should not look like this. How do we reverse this? Because this is not right. So I really should have just waited. Like she just kept telling me, hey, it's just swollen. You'll be fine. And I went and I asked her to try to remove some of it, right? Well, the stuff they use, it kind of like, it's supposed to add a little bit of water to it. Well, I shouldn't have done that. I should have just waited for the swelling to go down. Well, the day after, this is how big my face looked, right? This is like if I went on a Friday, by that following Thursday, my face was just big. The next morning, I woke up and I could barely open my eyes. So I was like, okay, this is not normal. There's no way you're going to tell me this is normal. And then, of course, in my mind, I kept saying, you know what? That's why you should have just went to the person you always go to, right? So my face is so big. I ended up just going to urgent care and they gave me steroids. The swelling started going down. But anyway, long story short, the devil was definitely trying to ruin my plans. But even in the midst of my face being swollen, I kept saying, you know what? I'm going to do this anyway. Even if I have to get on camera with my face all messed up, I'm going to do this anyway because you're not about to stop me or stop my plans because God has an assignment on my life and I have to do it, right? And I really, truly want to be here to connect with women, to provide you hair tips, tell our life stories, and just connect through hair. Like, I truly enjoy connecting with people. Like, I love building relationships. And that's one thing I do miss about doing hair, right? It's crazy because though, I was doing women's hair to make them feel beautiful and all that, I really enjoyed talking to women and just hearing everybody's story because you can learn so much from other people, right? Just so much about life. So I do miss that. And I feel like this is the opportunity to build that community, to build the connection, and to really continue to get to know women. And actually it's so crazy because a lot of my closest friends were once my clients. So it just goes to show you how, I am big on building relationships. And so that is what Strands and Story is all about. So I will be here. This will be a safe space. You can tell me all about your hair. I will give you all the tips you need. I'm going to tell you a lot of stories about my hair, the times it fell out, the times I had to grow it back. Like, there are a lot of things that I know about hair. And then also, I think maybe I'm tooting my own horn a little bit, but I feel like I've kind of mastered personal growth. Like, I know when it's time to change. I know when God is trying to tell me, okay, I'm trying to grow you up again. Like, I need you to grow up a little bit more. So being able to share those stories as well, I think we can truly connect on that. And I am just really looking forward to what this can become. So make sure you follow us on social media. Follow Go Sleek if you're not already following Go Sleek. That's my baby. But follow Strands and Story on Instagram as well as YouTube. I don't have a TikTok just yet, but I'm working on all of that stuff, right? But make sure you come back and follow us everywhere because, we got a lot of catching up to do. Like, we got to learn each other. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I want to thank you so much for being here to learn about how I birthed Strands and Story.